Welcome to my channel, ChickTech. I am super excited to take you on a Nanodots adventure to build this epic pumpkin creation. Let's do it! Now, Halloween's special for a lot of reasons. One of them for me is I think back to all my crazy Halloween costumes. I don't know if you remember like your first or your favorite. I've definitely been a series of different ones. One of the first was a Dalmatian, which was an outfit my mother made for me, and she has kept ever since. And the latest one I had was actually a Rust costume. Do you guys know the game Rust? I was a Rust character that had a bandana on. I was wearing some license plates, and I carried a rock. It was great. So yeah, in the comments, let me know what you plan to be for Halloween. So what am I doing? I'm creating a loop of 10, and the way that I check that it's 10, you can either count it out 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 in the line. However, I know that my pointer finger is, this area here is the size of 10, and I can confirm by squishing it, and it's much easier to count in this way because you can see visually 4, 8, and then 2 on the end, which is 10. So I'm creating these loopity loops. So I'm going to show you how to make a pumpkin. So yeah, one of my other favorite parts of Halloween is the memories of trick-or-treating. So the idea of like going door to door is slightly frightening, but as a kid it's interesting as you can go to door and get treats because your parents are there, and like you get to see your friends, and then collect all this candy that you kind of weren't allowed to eat. I'm seemingly making an infinite loop of these. I do not need an infinite loop, but I'm making them anyways. Let's move this out of the way. So when I make this entire kind of row of 10, I'm simply just going to take them off the rings like this and lay them down the same way. As you can tell, repeatedly, I'm not flipping them this way. It's all the same direction. That way when I'm picking them back up again, it's super easy to know which direction the polarity is. Oops. So I've got a bunch of rings of 10. I'm going to connect them squared. So squared, as you can tell, looks like 4, and that is not squared. And I'm just going to connect them so they begin making a pattern. Another interesting thing about Halloween is when you get older, the focus of the costume changes. So a lot of people, you'll notice, start doing like comedic costumes. Some people start dressing up in like sexy Halloween costumes, which is funny. It's like, ooh, scary, so sexy nurse. And there's just like a lot of really fun events that go on when you get older for Halloween. Kind of turns from collecting candy to just kind of dressing up in whatever costume you want to have fun. Kind of like Comic-Con, where you can be whoever you want to be. And no one can say anything because it's Halloween, but you should definitely be yourself all year round. Speaking of round, so here's kind of like the base shape. So the next part of this build is to fill in the holes, and I do that by using 5 dots. And I'm wrapping it inside. And like I said, it's much easier if you do this with a string of dots instead of just 5. I noticed that it wants to kind of collapse on itself. It's harder to control the field direction that way. So yeah, I'm just gonna go around, covering these in. When it comes to my real pumpkin, I'm thinking of doing a pumpkin hack. Allie, this amazing chick from the Mythbusters junior team, is doing one with like Maker, I believe it is. Forgive me if I've said that wrong, but yeah, so I'm excited about that. So like hacking a pumpkin, doing something fun with it, just using lights. I was thinking of using haptics as well, because that way if you get a few of like our impact style, you can make it look like it's heart's beating, which is super creepy. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, what's your pumpkin gonna look like? You gonna hack one? You gonna make it all fancy? I'd love to hear your Halloween stories in the comments. Let's jam on it. It's definitely my second favorite holiday. Christmas, you'll notice I go nuts on the decorations. Ah! Ta-da! So here it is. So this is, you can see it's starting to look quite similar to this pumpkin shape. The top of the pumpkin, I have a stem because it's fresh off the field. So it's got a, still have a nice looking stem. I'm doing a 2-layered stem, and you'll notice it's kind of teetery. Looks more like a Christmas bulb, which excites me equally, but that's not what this is. This is it's a pumpkin, man. Chill out. So what I'm gonna do is actually take off a layer on the bottom. This is a pumpkin pre-jack-o'-lantern carving. So happy to share this build with you. Excited to hear what you are up to for Halloween, what your costume is. I haven't decided yet. You ready for what's about to happen next? No. The destruction. It's always so delightful. Hope you've enjoyed watching, and I look forward to having you watch my next build. And if you have any suggestions for stuff you want to see, or ideas you want to just kind of jam on, toss them in the comments, eh? I love building and I like a challenge. Toodle-oo.